Hello all. In this video, we will learn how to set up and deploy a website using Hugo and AWS Cloud9 integrated development environment for content management and AWS code commit for source code management and AWS Amplify for serving source-based websites automated deployment process. So to start, we will start the demo. So first we will be configuring the AWS Cloud9 IDE. So to do configure, so we will be start by provisioning the AWS Cloud9 IDE. So AWS Cloud9 environment is based on Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud. So we must provision an AWS Cloud9 environment in a public subnet in an Amazon VPC in your AWS account. So how we can do this? First, we need to sign into our AWS account with the credentials, which is having administrator privileges. If you don't have an AWS account, you can create also. So once you are logged into the AWS account, search for Cloud9. So once you have into the dash into the wizard of Cloud9, click create environment. Give a name for this environment. So I am giving a Hugo on Amplify, and also you can give an additional description as well. So basically, this is the thing we are going to do with Cloud9 IDE. So I'm just giving the same as a description, and then you can click next step. So here we will be selecting our environment type. So I am choosing create a new EC2 instance for environment. So why? Because what will be happening is it will launch a new instance in the region, and from that environment we can directly access via SSH. And the instance type I'm choosing is a T2 micro. So this is for a free tier, and also the platform will be Amazon Linux 2. And I'm giving all the VPC in the public subnet. So you can have it as all the thing as a default settings, and then you can click on next step. So here it will show the configuration which we have already given. So all are good now. So we can click on create environment. So it will take like 1 or 2 minutes to launch our IDE. So let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes. So once this is environment is ready, we can easily access the Cloud9 IDE from within the browser. So in the backend, it will be if you see in EC2, there an instance will be getting launched. So it got created. Now it is trying to connect to our EC2 instance. So once it is connected, you can able to see a normal ID, like what all the options are available. We can able to do it here itself via AWS Cloud9 IDE. So our environment is ready. So we can able to access the Cloud9 environment as well as the shell as well. So now the second thing is like we need to configure the source code repository to track our content changes. So for the source code repository, we are going to use AWS Code Commit. Why? Because AWS Code Commit is a fully managed resource management service that hosts secure Git-based repository. So we'll go to the Code Commit console in a new browser. So I'm just going into the AWS console to go to code commit. So in the same way, search for code commit. So we will create a repository here. So in the repository, you can click create repository, and then here you can give a name Amplify demo. And here you can give a suitable description. So basically this repository we are creating to store our website content. So all are good now. So we can click create repository. So our repository has been created. So now we will go to the Cloud9 IDE. So now we'll run some commands in the shell to extract our website content. So first we need to go into our environment. So already we are in the environment folder, and then we need to download from website from the AWS S3. So this is I am taking an example website content. So you can take any website content from Hugo also. So I am taking from the AWS S3 already. It has been configured. So I'm just downloading it from S3 and I am placing in environment folder. So it is downloaded. Here you can see the zip file has been under the Hugo on Amplify folder. Now we will unzip that. It is unzipped. Now we will delete the zip file. So that has been removed. Now we will go into the example website folder. Before that, we need to move this example website repository to our code commit repository, right? So before that, we will create a new directory under environment folder. So make directory environment amplify website. So it will create a new folder. So here you can see a new folder has been created. Now we will go into that amplify website folder. Now we are in the amplify website folder. So now here we will do the git command so that we will able to move the repository to our git commit code commit repository. So to make a directory as a Git, so we need to initialize it by giving Git in it. So it is been initialized. Now we need to add our code commit repository as an origin to here, to this particular folder. So here you need to give the region where you have deployed your code commit repository, and this need to be your code commit repository name. So I have given as amplify-demo. So I'm just giving as amplify demo. So it will add as an origin for this directory, and then so it will show the origin, like what all the origins we have configured for push and fetch. So both are correct. Now we will check, we will create a new branch called main. Now we will copy our example website folder content to the newly created Amplify website folder. So basically this command is like copying from environment example website, and all the content it is getting copied to environment Amplify website folder. So it is copied. Now we will git add, so that it will add all the content in the Git repository as a local change. So it has been added. What are all the files we have moved to the Amplify website folder. Now we will do commit. So here you can see it has been committed. Now we will do push to our version master. Git push -u origin main. So here you can see it has been pushed to our code commit repository. So if you now see here in the repository Amplify demo, our files will be in this particular repository. Here you can see the files, right? So these are all the files: workshop, Amplify YAML, metadata YAML, and inside the workshop folder we will have the website content. So this is all good. Now we are ready to configure the Amplify. So in the same way, in the search, just click search for Amplify. So just click on AWS Amplify. So it will show the get started window. So click on get started. So it will ask like whether we need to use Amplify Studio or Amplify hosting. So both the things are used for different use cases. So Amplify Studio is used to build an app backend with authentication, data, and storage, and then we can integrate with any of our app with just a few steps. For the Amplify hosting, it is like hosting our web app itself. Basically, we can connect our Git repository to do continuous deployment for the front. Sorry, for the front end and back end, and then after that we can easily host our thing into CDN as well. So basically, as we have configured in Git connect, code commit repository, so we are going to use Amplify hosting. So I'm just clicking get started. So here it will ask like which repository we are going to connect, or GitHub, Bitbucket. There are these many options are there. So as we are using AWS code commit, so I'm just selecting AWS code commit, clicking continue, and then it will ask for which repository you need to add add to this AWS Amplify. So I have created as Amplify demo, and it will ask for which branch we need to select. So basically the main branch, and then click next. So the app name is Amplify-demo, and then read-only access. And then click on next. So it will show the overall setting, what are the things we have configured. Now we are good to save and deploy. Just click on save and deploy. So now what will happen is Amplify will be building, and it will be deploying our site in a minute. And we can also able to see the progress as well. Here we can able to see the progress. So there are 4 stages are there, like provision, build, deploy, verify. So we can also deep dive. It means we can also to see interiorly what is happening. We can, by clicking on here, we can able to see. You can see the commands, the packages are all installing in the provision stage. So here you can see it got completed. So now it automatically move to build. So now if I click build console, it is actually cloning our repository from code commit to here. So now it is build stages, it is in progress. After the implementation is complete, we can visit our website to see our sample content. So now it is in build stage. It is getting cloned. Here you can do a refresh to see the updated content. Depend upon the website content, it may take some time, but this deployment will be completing within 1 or 2 minutes. Let's see. Here you can see all the checks are doing, and it is doing SSM parameters. So all those things will be taken care by Amplify. So here you can see the build has been successfully completed. Now it will move to the deploy. Deployment has been completed. Here you can see deployment has been completed. Now it is in verify stage. Verify also it got completed. So now we can click this particular domain. So to see the website content, I'm just clicking yes. So here you can see our website has been successfully deployed. So this is basically a sample content, Hugo website content. So next what we can see is we will do some changes in the website and see how it is automatically picking the change, and how the AWS Amplify is getting captured, and it is how it is getting deployed when we do some changes in the website content or in the code commit repository. So we will go to the Cloud9 IDE console, and we will go to the AWS Amplify website folder. Just expand this content and go to the workshop folder, and go to the content, and go to the index.en.md file. So now what I'm going to do is, here we can see the large title, right? So instead of large title, I'm just going to make it as Magendran Docs. So that here you can see large title will be updated as Magendran Docs. Let's see whether it is getting updated or what is happening. So I'm just updating this Magendran as docs. I'm just saving this file by giving Control S, or you can give a file or save also. And the same thing, we need to push the changes to our code commit repository, so that it will automatically pick the change from code commit to AWS Amplify. So now I'm giving git add and then git commit. And then we will push to main branch. So it has been successfully pushed. Now if we go to the Amplify console, it will be running. See here, right? So I didn't done anything, like it is being continuously, it is getting monitored and it is deploying now. So here you can see as I have pushed, after pushing to the code commit repository, it gets automatically checked. Now it is in provision stage. So now we can see the same thing will be happening, like provisioning and then building and then deploy stage and then go to verify. So it will go through the each steps to make changes to our website. So after the update is complete, we will see whether it got updated or not. So here you can see it, right, how it automatically checks for the change in a code commit repository and automatically get deployed. So let's see, now it is in provision. So the same thing, it will happen. So it's getting provision. Here you can see the same thing, as it is not completed, it will be coming as a large title. Now you can see it got completed. Now let's see whether the site is being updated with our changes. I'm just closing it. I am opening this URL. Yeah, it got updated. Mahendran Docs from large title. So this is how you can repeat this process to make automatic source-based changes to our website. So the next thing is, as here you can see, our Amplify website is having an dynamic name has been assigned to this, and it is having amplifyapp.com. So we can change it as our custom domain as well. So by adding our custom domain to our Amplify setup, we can easily access our content. And to do that, we need to register our domain in Route 53. So I am just going Route 53. Or if you have domains registered outside of AWS, you can also integrate with Route 53 and Amplify as well. So here what I have done is I have a domain mahendran.steady is a domain name registered in the third party register. And now what I'm going to do is Route 53 we can allow to manage the DNS configuration for the domain registered outside for AWS as well. So I have just created a hosted zone. So already I've done this configuration. So basically what we need to do is we need to go to hosted zone and click create hosted zone, and here we need to give the domain name where I have purchased right from the third party register. So I need to give the domain name here, and then we need to click create hosted zone. So that will create a hosted zone for us. So I will show here. Here you can see Mahendra.study and it is a public hosted zone. And here you can see the name server records, right? So with this name server record, what we need to do is we need to copy those name server records, and then we need to go to the DNS register, and there we need to configure the custom DNS name server settings in the domain name registration console. And what that will do is that configuration will be pointing to the Route 53 destination name server as the authoritative DNS for our custom domain. So once you have updated in the registration in the third party registrator, so the change may notice it will take up to 48 hours to reflect. And once that is done, we can now set up our custom domain in Amplify. So basically, Amplify allows us to configure our DNS and the SSL for any custom domain if we want. So to do that, I'm going to Amplify, click on AWS Amplify. And here you will be seeing your Amplify demo. Click on that. And here in the under the app setting, you can see domain management. Click on domain management. And here you can choose add domain. So under your domain, you can see magendan.study, right? As I have added in Node 53, you can able to see here. Just select that magendan.study and click configure domain. So here you can see the redirection as well as the main thing also. So here you can see setup redirect. So we can give, we need to have a setup for that also. So here you can click save. So this one, what we'll be doing is it will start the SSL certificate creation process. After that, after a while, it will be taken. You will be taken into SSL configuration, and it will be seeing a domain verification. So there are three stages, right? So SSL creation has been done, and after that, it will show for the SSL configuration. It is in place, and after some time, it will go for the domain activation stage. So this thing will take some time. So what this will do is Amplify will be verifying our domain ownership by creating an example CNAME record in the host zone file. Once the ownership is verified, our domain will be is deployed to the Amazon Cloud9 distribution that is managed by Amplify. Once that is done, the domain activation will be complete. So basically, from this, what we are going to achieve is we can now able to access the site with our custom domain itself. Custom domain sense like https colon slash slash magendan.study. If I open this website URL, this website content will be coming instead of this dynamic name generation. So as I have done the process, I think it will soon it will get activated. Let's copy this and let's see. Okay, still as the domain activation is in progress. Let's see. It will take some time to get activated. So in the meantime, what we will do is, so basically we have launched it from the main branch, right? So so basically an enterprise customer or a customer, they may have a development environment as well. So they will have a two environment, one for development, one for production. So how to create a development code branch? So to do that, basically we need to do it from the code commit repository. So we will go to our Cloud9 IDE and we will create a new branch called development. So it has been switched to a new branch called development. Let's see. So here you can see two branches, right? One is the main and another is the development. And let's see the remote also. That is all good. Now we will do some modification. So here I am just updating as here am I updating as the first development commit. So I'm just saving it. Now I am saying giving git add git commit. So now we will push. So this has been pushed. Now we will go to the Amplify console. Let's see, it's still okay. It is in still domain activation, no issues. We will go to the Amplify demo. Now we will click connect branch. Or why? Because we have created a new branch, right? So that it need to be connected to Amplify, AWS Amplify. So I'm just giving connect branch. Here you can see development branch has been selected. So I'm just giving next. Click save and deploy. So now here you can see two branches with the application status. Now here you can see the deployment is in place. Here it is in provision, the same thing will be happening. So let's wait for this to complete. So now it is in the provisioning stage. It is got completed. It is in build. Once this is being verified, once this is completed, we will go to the again domain management, and then we will add a custom subdomain for this. Let's wait for some 1 or 2 minutes. It will get completed. Still the domain activation is in progress. Now build is running. So build has been done. I think within some 30 seconds, the deploy and verify will get over. Let's see, still in pending. Yeah, it's now started. So deployment also completed, I believe. Yeah, it got completed. Verify also completed. So now I will click this URL. Here you can see it, right? The first development commit. So this is the before thing. It is first line of text. So post updating in my development branch, it is showing us first development commit. So that is the change we are expecting, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a custom subdomain for this development thing. So I'm going to domain management. I'm going to click manage subdomain to add my custom subdomain. Just click edit a domain and click add a domain, add a subdomain entry. So we can give it here as dev. to get it differentiated right. So I'm giving dev and the branch I'm setting as a development one. And now I'm updating it. So it has been updated. Here you can see dev magendran.steady in the development branch. Now it is available. Let's refresh this site. Okay, great. Yeah, now our site has been published in our custom domain, that is www.magendran.steady. And also, if you want to check this dev.magendran.steady, I think that will also be coming. Yeah, that is also came. And here you can see the first development commit. But if you see in https magendran.steady, that development commit will be not there. So that is how the source code we have done the updation. Now, what we will do is we will do some change in the development branch. Let's see whether anything have updated or not. So here what I am doing is update to the development. Okay, and just saving. I'm just giving the same command git add and then git commit. Okay, and then git push. So I got push. If I go to Amplify, the deployment will be running. Here you can see it, right? It is running. So it will for some 1 or 2 minutes. So what here will happen is it will update from first development commit to update development commit in the dev.magendran.steady. So let's wait for some 1 or 2 minutes to check the updation. So here also you can see the URL as dev.magendran.steady, and here the URL is https://magendran.steady. So provisioning has been completed. So it is getting cloned. Let's wait for some 1 or 2 minutes. So build phase is been completed, I believe. Yeah, build is completed, deployment is running, and verify also. I think it will get completed. Yep, it got completed. Let's see whether we have the updated content or not. Yep, so we have the updated content. So now we have deployed the site and we have updated the content, and all are working fine, and we have updated the custom domain as well. So the next thing is the important thing. So this is actually a development site, right? So we do not want all the customers to see the development content which we are working on it without any why, because we may publish any important content, so the customers should not be aware of that post some deadline. The protection thing only they need to see it, right? So in that case, we can control access to the particular site, like control access to the development brand. So how we can do that is just we can go to the our Amplify app, and here we can go to access control. Under access control setting, select the desired one. Actually, there are main and development, right? So basically, we need to control for development branch. So I'm just clicking development. As you can see, access setting is publicly viewable, or we can give restricted. So we want restricted, right? So here I can give the name. Basically, what I'm giving is I'm giving some username, and just I'm giving some password. So it will ask for the confirm password, same password I'm giving, and I'm saving it. Once I save, you will see what is happening. Okay. Now I'm in dev minor actually. I'm just closing. Okay. Now I'm just clicking it. Okay. Now it will ask for the username and password. So the person who is having the required credentials, they can able to log in to the site, and they can able to see the changes, or they can able to do the update or anything that they can do. So I'm just giving the username and password which I have configured. There you go. Yep. So we have the site and we have done the access control. So yep. So once this is done, if you want your site, it need to be running in AWS Amplify, we can run it without any issue. So if you don't want, so if you are doing for a demo purpose, so make sure you are deleting your AWS Amplify and go to actions, click on delete app, click on delete. So Amplify app will be deleting, and also in the code commit repository, if you don't want, you can delete the code commit repository as well. So this is that repository, right? So give delete, and also Cloud9, right? I'm going to Cloud9. So here you can see my environment is running. So I'm deleting the Cloud9 environment as well. So Cloud9 environment is deleted. So yeah, that is the conclusion. So here what we are, so we get to the conclusion. So here we are using a Hugo website content. So it is actually a powerful tool for quickly delivering content in a variety of formats, including image portfolios, resume presentation, blog, or technical articles. And also with the Amplify console, it offers a very convenient and easy to use static web hosting services that it will dramatically have the our static content. It will have a good web delivery for our speed, and then Hugo and Amplify console work together so that it will quickly deploy a website in a minute with the features like it have multiple features like easy to use URL, code level experience, and then encryption, that is SSL. So yeah, so this is the end of the video. So I have written a blog as well, so I will be sharing the blog in the description, so kindly refer the blog to get a detailed overview of this demo. So yeah, thank you for watching the video.